Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dana and today I have for you this awesome dessert. Banana bread with chocolate and guess what? No sugar. But that doesn't mean that it's less delicious. Okay, so let's see the ingredients. I have 3 bananas really ripe. I have 90 grams of butter, 2 tablespoons of oil, sunflower oil, 1 egg, a large one, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I will add 7 grams of stevia, but feel free to use sugar if you want. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 150 grams of flour, 80 grams of chocolate. You can use chocolate chips if you prefer, 50 grams of cocoa powder, and a pinch of salt. I will mix now flour with cocoa powder, baking powder, and baking soda. So all these dry ingredients will ensure that the cake will rise evenly and will not be unbaked. I'll peel the bananas and put them in a bowl. You need really ripe bananas. The more brown spots you're gonna see on the peel, the better the bananas will be for this dessert. So lots of sugar in them. This is why I chose to use stevia, and the cake is sweet enough with the bananas. We don't need more sugar. I use stevia to bring out all the sweetness, but make sure to have really ripe bananas because you're gonna have to mash them out, like you see me doing here with the fork. You can use even the tool that you make mashed potato, the masher, but with the fork it's pretty simple and easy. Just make sure that you're gonna have them like a paste. I melted that butter and I let it cool down. It's time now to add it over the bananas. It's something magic when you combine bananas with butter. I don't know what it is. It looks super creamy, smells amazing. So I really enjoy doing this with a whisk. I can observe all these stages in prepping a cake. After I incorporate all that butter, I will add oil. I'm using sunflower oil because here this is popular. You can use canola if you want, but what we have here: bananas, butter, oil. I'm gonna add an egg. This means that the cake will be super moist. It's not gonna be dry, and it's gonna stay like that for a few days. I tested this out. I let the cake on the counter in the kitchen without covering it, and was delicious and moist for a few days. So now, talking about egg, I add it in the batter. I use a large egg. Make sure to mix it really well in your mixture here. Next, I add vanilla. I have vanilla extract. You can add vanilla paste. I keep the vanilla paste, I treat it like a holy grail, and I use it for more fancier desserts or for frosting. So for banana cake, vanilla extract is pretty good. Talking about sweeteners, I'm using stevia because I'm not eating sugar for about a year, but you can add sugar if you want. I used about 7 grams. Stevia is really light, so seems so much so in that bowl, but in fact it's just 7 grams. Don't use more than 150 grams of sugar. It will be way too sweet your dessert. I don't have chocolate chips. I have this amazing dark chocolate that I really like, so I just chop it up with a knife, small as I can, and this will go inside the cake, and I'm gonna sprinkle a few bits and pieces on top of the cake as well. but if you have chocolate chips, use those. They are really good. And I'm using, as I said, dark chocolate. Start incorporating those dry ingredients in your batter. So flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and baking powder in stages. Don't put all that in the batter. Split it in about 3 parts and add it like that gradually. And make sure that you mix it really good. We don't want flour that is unmixed in our batter. And of course chocolate, not all of it. I saved just a bit for the top of the cake, even if my chocolate kind of melted on top of the cake, but ended up like being a glaze. I think if you have chocolate chips, those will not melt if you put them on top of the cake. I preheated the oven at 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna bake the cake in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. Make sure to do the toothpick test. So stick the toothpick in the middle of the cake, and if that will come out clean, the cake is baked. Pour the batter in your loaf tin, and I line the tin with baking paper as you see here. It's gonna be easier to remove the cake from it. The tin will be more protected, and I really enjoy using and also prevents a bit the burning. Yeah. So I'm baking the cake in the oven with the burner only from underneath. For about 30-35 minutes, 180 Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. I sprinkle, as you see, a bit of chocolate on top. After baking, let the cake to cool down completely. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and I really hope you're gonna try it out and let me down. No, you're never gonna let me down. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. Don't forget to subscribe. It will help me a lot. I will see you here next time with another recipe. Until then, find reasons to smile. Bye bye.